Hello, Opa. Yeah, sorry, it's been a bit. One, I haven't been biking. I've been doing a lot of soccer. Been doing that with Hunter, so been hard to find time to bike. Also, the weather's starting to get nicer, so we'll see how many more we get in. I still probably want to try and continue biking, but we might be moving our bike rides outside. So if that happens, less of these videos and bike rides will be made. Anyways, uh, we did get this one in. I think both Hunter and I can agree our legs were tired coming into it, but we wanted to get a bike ride in. We know it's been a bit since we've done it. Um, and so that's kind of the thoughts coming into it. Um, we signed up for a late night one, and so it seems to be 11 of us, all in the race. I will let you know when I see Hunter again on our screen, but he's in the dark blue. Not that guy that we can see, or maybe that guy. Yeah, he is that guy with the dark blue and the green hat. Um, I'll let you know when I see him again when he comes up. But Hunter is in this race. There is 11 of us. And yeah, I would say this race, I didn't get much of a warm up in. We can see Hunter's name in the bottom left right there. Didn't get much of a warm up in. Had some technical issues coming into it. My computer was dead. Barely got set up in time. So I'm happy with this start. This start is a nice chill start. No one's going too crazy. Um, and so even though like my legs are generally tired, I didn't do anything today. So at the same time, they're fresh and tired. Um, and yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Um, but with it being a semi-slow start, obviously right here it's picked up a bit as we go up the hill, and I think we actually even just right off the start going up this first little hill. You know, hills come, people like to go fast. You can see slight gaps. Some people are caught off guard, but only like 1 second. They're gonna catch right back on. Hunter, we can see in the right area is 2 seconds behind us. Um, and yeah, I think I noticed we have a gap here. I know we're early on. We've had a chill start. I think I'm picking up the pace, it looks like right now, even on the flat. And I'm seeing if anyone wants to work with me and see if we can have a split group. It looks like I've got a bit on people. This guy comes over the top of me. I'm wondering maybe, hey, us two, we can go for it. Um, or at least make everybody work. So my legs aren't feeling the worst. You know, we're moving slowly. We got some hills coming. I decided to pick up the pace. Not really thinking I was gonna get away, but you never know. Sometimes split groups happen. I can see over. I'm looking at the bottom. There's still people that are like +4 behind. So we can try and get away from them if some people didn't want to do the work, and sometimes that happens. I think in this race, I think maybe those two guys right there, L. Roberts and N. Nose, that are +5 seconds behind, we may have actually dropped them uh, right at this start. So it went from like a 11-person race to very quickly a 9-person race. And for all we know, these guys could have been strong and ready, and they just got caught off guard. And it can be hard to catch up to people if you get caught off guard. Um, because yeah, you have to do all the work that we're all right now alternating through, and keeping the pace high. So this is what the start is about. Um, People kind of attacking, seeing what happens. That guy using a little power up on this hill, um, stretching it out. So after the slower start, little bits of movements. Um, I'm just gonna speed up this race because I know it's a bit longer of a race. So I'll move it up to 2 times speed, but yeah, this is what the start's about, of stretching out areas, testing the legs, seeing if anyone wants to go in a breakaway. Well, I haven't sped it up yet. We'll see if I don't, nope. I'm just working to try and catch up to the people in front, but it doesn't look like I want to go on any attacks yet on the flat. Um, Alright, I'll speed it up here to 2 times speed just because it's not a crazy long race, not as long as the other ones, but I won't make this video too long. We can see in the map in the top right area that there's like 3 major hills. So that's really where the race is going to be decided. Sometimes things can happen early on. Spoiler alert, nothing happens. But doesn't mean I don't give it a go and give it a little tries at times, and other people gives it a little tries. But once we're all back together, the race slows back down to a very comfortable pace. I can say at this moment in time, like I said, I don't have high hopes in terms of what my legs are, but at the same time, this is pretty easy for me. I'm wondering if I'm actually one of the stronger riders here. I don't know. Um, just because of how easy the pace is going compared to some of the other races we've done, where the paces started off so high and people keep the tempo high. That's not exactly happening here, and so you've seen in this race where some races I just don't want to go off the front at all. I've taken my moments to go off the front, to contribute to the pacemaking because I'm feeling okay. I think in my mind, and I will say to Hunter, before the first hill, not this, the first major hill, that I'm gonna try and attack on that first major hill and just see what happens. But here, I'm going up a hill here. Here comes Hunter over the top of me. And, hills may be where I strive a little bit. I come past Hunter. I know hunters can be a little bit slower on a hill, so I just keep the pace going normally for me up this hill. And I can see one person comes to chase me down, and this is going to be S Sprinkle. And here's where I get a little disappointed in the sense that I'd love to go on a 2-person breakaway right now and get away from everybody else. So I can see me and Sprinkle are together, or never mind, maybe this isn't the exact moment. But I was hoping Sprinkle would come over the top of me and we'd try and work together maybe. But he didn't want to. He chilled on my wheel until everybody else joined. I think in the moment it felt like it went longer, but watching this at 2 times speed, maybe there wasn't really a chance for us to get away. Everybody was just going to catch us. Hard to know, but I did want to work, and I wanted Sprinkle to come over the top of me, and we'd work together to run away. Didn't happen. And yeah, now we're all in a bunch, and I'm looking at the watts we're doing. Like I said, if we're doing like 200 or under, means the tempo's not too bad. I know it's strung out in a line, but this is like a slow line where we're comfortable. I did my work going up that previous hill to try and attack. And yeah, we're all comfortable. We're getting closer to the big hill, so I don't think I'm gonna do any more attacks before it. I think that's my thought process now. Is okay. We've done some stuff. We've gone off the front. We've made a couple moves. Nothing's really worked. Nothing was really like a big move. I was hoping to, I didn't want to do a move on my own. I wanted to do it with others. I think actually my thought process right now is what I'm doing is I'm trying to get near the back of the pack on purpose, because when I get to that hill, I want to come from the back and go up to the front. But what's kind of happened here is I've kind of like been the reason we let go of the group in front. The pace picked up a little bit there, and I've been trying to sneak my way to the back, and so I still do that, knowing that Hunter and this other guy are going to probably pace us up. I don't think anyone's going to be getting away. No one's been making the tempo move high. So that was the strategy here. And now I'm in like kind of the perfect spot of where I want to be. I am right at the back. I see someone is a little bit off the front. I use a power up that we talked about before, so I've got a little drafting bonus going on, and you can see like the timer ticking down. Every time we go through the arch in this race, we get new power ups. Um, and so here comes the first hill, and I decide, I still don't know how my legs are feeling or what's going to go on, but I decide I'm going to attack right at the start of this hill. You can see I use my little power up, and I am off. And if you look right at the bottom, we can see right now we've already got 1 second on other people. We're 20 meters in front of the next person, and I am attacking. I am going. I'm doing about 400 watts. I see I've got about a 20-meter gap, and now I'm going to try and, keep the pace high, go 350, 375. Maybe just keep the pace high. Hopefully, I can keep this gap all the way to the top, and maybe I'll just break away from here. That was really my goal going into it. And all of a sudden, C. Martin comes right past me over the top. I try and pick up the pace, but oh my god, he's got a lot of pace over me. And so we can see going over the top, he's got about 5 seconds on me, and I've got about 10 seconds on the person behind me. And he's at 5 seconds, and now I'm like stuck in the middle. Can I catch C. Martin, or do I go back to the 13-second gap of B. Olsen? And right now, I don't know what to do. I'm tired from that hill. I am gassed, but I am trying to keep my pace high, and I'm trying to catch C. Martin. And I'm looking at the time as I'm keeping the pace high. I'm doing 300 watts, which is a good bit hard for me. And the time's only going up 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds. The gap seems to be growing on me to C. Martin. So, not a good sign. I'm still trying to put in the work to catch him. 7 seconds. There we go. That's better, but I am getting tired and having trouble picking up this gap. I don't know if I end up making the right choice, but I think right about now I see that the gap's not getting any less, and the gap behind me is also not getting any bigger. I'm getting tired, and so I think I see it's growing again, and the gap behind me is getting smaller. I think at a point I decide my legs are tired, and I'm going to give up the chase on C. Martin, and I'm going to join the group behind me. So that was probably like the distinguishing moment in the race. I tried to do something, and I think C. Martin was just a bit better than me. He did have a feather power up as he came over me. Maybe made the difference on the hill. Maybe if my legs were a little bit better, I could have stayed with him. After that first hill, I could really feel him being tired. I'm gassed. So I decide to give up the chase of C. Martin and go wait for the group behind me. And so I slow down, and here they come. Let's see. They're about 14, 12, 10 meters behind me. B. Olsen and Hunter's in that group on the hill. Alrighty, so now I'm with the group. Let's see who we're with. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. So there's 5 of us. C. Martin up ahead, and it looks like I just recovered, and now I am up on this next hill. And I guess here's a deciding moment of, is C. Martin just going to run away with the race? Probably. Hill starts. It looks like instantly Hunter is dropped on this hill. And unfortunately, so am I, in the sense that we'll see in a second. I see that I'm losing ground on these people. Actually use my featherweight power up too soon. No, I'm not dropped on this hill, but I used my featherweight power up, but I didn't really use it right as we're getting over this peak area. So compared to everybody else, I had to do a bunch of extra effort. And they start getting away from me. So very mistimed power up forces me to do a bit of effort from being behind and continuing to have to do high wattages to catch them up. But oh, I don't know what happened there. But I caught them and I used them, this draft power up I get from being at the top, because I am tired just from that hill. And Hunter is gone. He is now about 40 seconds back behind us. He is out of the race. And so now there's the four of us. And I can see C. Martin even going after that hill. He had about a 20-second lead going into it. He still has about a 20-second lead. So he is strong. And yeah, Hunter's now 45-second gap. The second hill was the end of Hunter's race. He will race the rest on his own. I think we also lost Sisu on the first hill, and so now Hunter's in a race to not let that person catch him. So he's in that race. Me, I'm in the race for second place. We can see C. Martin had an 18-second gap. We had a 20-second gap. We've gotten it down to 18. Still think it's pretty unlikely that we'll catch him, but it's not like he's too far out. But yeah, I I am tired after that hill. I can tell you this. I am out of it. And so I am not doing any of the work to keep our pacemaking high. And that's good for C. Martin because he's going to continue to extend the gap. Where I am just in recovery mood, trying to fight for maybe second place. And I'll let this guy, I guess right now, B. Olsen do all of the work. We're going at a slow pace, but even though we're going at a slow pace, I'm tired and I know what's about to come. So this is my recovery for this hill. And you'll see right before I go into this arch, I'll use my power up because I'm going to get another power up over in the top left. Unfortunately, I got what we call an arrow power up, which just means that I can be in a little bit more arrow of a position when I'm off the front. But it doesn't help me on these hills, doesn't help me draft better. And here comes the hill. And I am trying to pick up the pace, but these two guys go away off the front. I use my arrow power up because I'm no longer in their draft and I'm just trying to pick up speed to catch them. But these two guys got away from me. Always in hindsight, always watching this back. I wish I could have done more, but no, at the time my legs were gone. I couldn't really do much this race. I feel like different races, maybe I could have had a different result. But these two guys go away. There was a fourth guy with us. I completely drop him, and I'm still trying to chase these guys down. So the fourth guy, we can see I've already got like a 13-second, 14-second gap on him. So he's completely dropped from me. And this guy in front of me just has a 3-second gap. I'm like, oh, just a 2-second gap. I am doing a big thing to catch him. But the guy in front of him, B. Olsen, is also got a gap on that guy. So now we're all kind of doing our own solo rides. And yeah, I get to the top. I slow down a bit because I'm so tired. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, I really do want to catch Sprinkles. He's just in front of me. So I use that quick bit over the top to recover a bit. And I start picking up my pace to try and get into a comfortable pace. This 200 watts is probably a comfortable one for me. There's a little bit of a kick before the downhill. And I know this looks like it's going really fast because I have it at 2 times speed, but it feels like it's taking a while. I use my little featherweight power up to get over this little hill. I think I timed this one a bit better. Maybe not. I don't know. Now we're going downhill. And it looks like B. Olsen has only extended the gap. He's getting away. C. Martin has only extended the gap even on B. Olsen. But I have caught Sprinkles. I've put in the work. I see B. Olsen's got a 17-second gap, so not worth trying to catch him. He's too far ahead. And yeah, I'm tired. I caught Sprinkles. It took a lot out of me to catch him, and so I decide, yeah, I don't really care what happens now. The person behind me is way too far behind me. The person in front of me is too far in front of me. I'm just gonna sit on Sprinkles' wheel until the end. And so I get to fight for third place. Sprinkles tries to get away from me here, but no, I am not letting that happen. I catch right up to him with, obviously not fairly ease, but ease enough. And now I'm in front, but you can see I slow down to like 150 watts. I'm slowing it down big time. We're getting right now to the finish, and I see, oh boy, the finish is coming up way faster than I thought. I use my power up and I go for a sprint, and Sprinkles does not even bother sprinting. So I just sprint across the line, get an easy third place, and we can even see like within 800 feet of the finish line of when I sprint, I end up getting 8 seconds on Sprinkles. But no, after this race, completely gone, dead tired. I wouldn't say I felt the best of, like, if I was 100%, I feel like I could have done better, but still definitely a tremendous workout, a fun experience. Always I find it just riding with these other people easy to get motivated to keep pushing myself, because some of these times I would have stopped if I didn't have other people to chase down and race and give it a go. And I tried things this race, so I was happy about that. I tried to break away on a hill right at the bottom, and who knows, maybe if C. Martin wasn't in this race, I would have been on my own all the way to the finish line. But nope, it was a fun one. Tried things even when you're not feeling 100, and so I like that. And yeah, that was this race. I know I still have it going at 2 times speed, so we're just looking at all this while I continue to talk, but that's what this race was about. I love you, Opa. I hope you enjoyed.